new swag, it's that new swag, it's that new spaz, I say, new water, new ice, new neck piece, police in the back, they gotta catch me, only met me one time, she wanna sex me, new life, new bitty, yeah, she sexy, new water, new ice, new neck piece, if the police pulling up, they gotta get me, only after could I touch her and she let me, new bitty, new bag, new VV, I'm the nigga with the bag and I ain't trap me, I apply a little pressure, ain't mad, I can fly it in the mountains like a Latin, I could never fall in love, I learned my lesson, grandmother still alive, so it's a blessing, if my niggas down bad, I'ma catch them, 15 to 1500, who want pressure, 15 to 1500, who want pressure, fatality, my nigga on the beat, get rich and throw my niggas on the beat, street cred and I'm good on IG, touchdown, all these niggas hate me, niggas mad cause that girlfriend's like me, all day and I'm Hugo Boss sing, well known, you can Google my name, same click, all that best I won't change.
Yes. We back in the building with another podcast. This is RawDope Podcast. You got damn right. And I'm your host, Hand 5000. And shit, man, on a countdown to 200, man. First and foremost, I want to thank you to all 1,900 plus subscribers. We just hit 3,000 on Instagram. And it's just been a hard grind. We don't pay for followers. We don't beg for followers. We don't do the gadgets. So we really got 3,000 organic followers. On Instagram, we really got almost 2,000 organic followers. On YouTube, we just want to thank everybody, and we counting down to 200. So I said to myself, when I count down to 200, I wanted to grab back before I go into 201, 202, 203. I wanted to get in my bag and get the guys that was fucking with me, bruh. Some niggas was fucking with me. We ain't have a poster on the wall. We ain't had to record. And then I just had to go back and get one of my favorite Baltimore rappers. Niggas know I got, my top 15 rappers. And I said, man, I feel like I need a black truck. You feel me? I feel like all the killers come for SLATER Road. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like GGL runs. Yeah. You understand? I feel like doing the damn I just don't got the gold teeth. You feel me? You got damn right. Yes. But listen, man, I always let it get this man his flowers and respect because he's been one of the most consistent, independent, underground artists. And I said this before in a couple episodes. Motherfucker had Timberlands, bro. And we come about that mob of Timberlands, bro. My man had the fucking Timberlands. I got GGL slick in the motherfucking building with me, baby. What's happening?
What's up, bro? It's good to be back.
Man, I'm chilling, man. What's going on with you, man? I mean, consistency is just a must.
Yeah,
you feel me?
And better.
And I want to do this too, man. Everybody want to always say Happy Father's Day and Happy Mother's Day, man. But I want to tell you, I really appreciate you as a father. I watch your stories and I watch your page and I always see you with your little boys and your little man and them. I just always see you out and about, and a lot of everybody always get a mothers the props, and our mothers deserve the props. But it is some good ass fathers out here that ain't afraid to step up for their kids though. So how that life is though, like, honey, you got two kids, two sons, right?
Sons, yeah.
Yep. So how that is, like, what's the cool part about being a dad?
Everything about it, bro. Like, everything about it is like, it's like an amazing thing to watch, to see like a little you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, develop over time, and that shit happened so quick. Like, I woke up this morning and just was looking at my son walking in front of me. I took him to school. Yeah. And just, seeing how big he is and how tall
so remember yourself when you was that little and shit.
Yeah. So it's just like an amazing thing. Everything about fatherhood, like, real good for me. My father got killed when I was like 9, so.
Yeah, my father died years ago, fucking with that shit.
Yeah, that's a big thing though. Fatherhood is everything for me. That's like, that gave me something to live for, my nigga. I ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I really ain't give a fuck for kids.
So since you've been like a pops, what's like the most craziest shit your sons asked you? Cause they grew up off the internet. We grew up on bikes and outside. TT in the fucking building, GGL, putting on with the mic all in the middle of the street. One thing about that motherfucker, he gonna make it work.
I got little respectable boys though. I raised my boys I'm a respectable guy. Like, they're probably the wildest thing. that surprised me one time. We was in the car and my son was asking me where we going. I said I had to make a stop. And he was like, you gonna get your weed? And that was like wild as shit. It caught me off guard. I said, what? And like he seen my look and he ain't even repeat it. But yeah, that was like the wildest shit.
What, you gonna go get your weed?
Yeah, he was like, what you gonna get your weed?
Yeah. That's all right, bro. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
You goddamn right. Yes.
I tell the kids, man, just go grab my medicine. I'm fat. Like, fuck it. Fat boy. I smoke and shit. But yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. And I know a lot of people don't cover that. And we was just talking amongst the group. And I was like, man, somebody that, I respect they hustle, but I see this fucked up. It's like McKinley Frost from Fox 45. She always reporting the bad shit and the fucked up shit. Like, it ain't nothing good to go down in the city. You know what I'm saying? And I be like, dang. That's why we don't do the janky interviews, and we don't get out our pocket and shit like academic and the rest of them. I just be thinking these media people don't be qualified to ask some of the shit they ask, and then they ain't from over there, because if you from over there, you scared to ask a nigga. That's just like going in the bullpen and niggas talking, and you hear a nigga say I'm booked for a body, and you ask him who he killed. That's just asking nigga, you in the bullpen and everybody in the bullpen talking about they charge, and niggas say, man, I got a murder. You say, who you killed?
Right.
You know what I mean? Nigga gonna smack the shit out you. Like, what the fuck you mean? Why I kill? What is your peoples or something? No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. RawDope Podcast. I see you dropping this shit. So man, what's been going on with the music? I see TT, he working. I like that SLATER Road joint, bro. That shit, like, I wanted to remix that shit and say, man, all the niggas come from Ricestown Road. I was like, yo, that's an anthem. That gotta be remixed. I felt that joint. A
lot of people in the city felt that it connected. GGL the biggest, man. That's like the best thing I can tell you. Like, GGL the biggest and like the most consistent. You know what I'm saying? So I just really got back into my bag and really getting back into the bag of this album, for real.
And what's the name? What's this?
Infamous.
The Migos went and said only built for something type of link.
Yeah, Infinity Link.
Yeah, Infinity Link. And then you come with the Infamous.
Infamous.
That is, now you are a hip hop head and you out of that mob, that 90s. That's serious. Cause the Infamous is one of the best hip hop albums that ever dropped in the top 30 hip hop albums ever.
And my man Allo here tell you that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, Up North Trip was my shit.
Yeah,
I got the powder combined with the powder and water in order to rock in a half an hour.
Yeah, Temperatures Rising was my shit.
Yeah,
that was like my dedication to Julio. He went to jail shortly after that that tape came out. Yeah, that whole joint, you know what I mean?
What your joint Raekwon was on? Damn, you like Raekwon was on?
Was it Eye for an Eye?
The time go by, an eye for an eye. We in this together. No, that was on Nas joint though. That was on. No, that was on Only Built for Cuban Links.
No, that was on. Yeah, that was on Infamous.
Oh, yes, it was.
They had joints all on each other.
Right. You right.
You know what I'm saying?
Another war story from a thirsty young hustler. God damn, who you think was better? Raekwon, who you think had that better verse? Prodigy. Look at you. What you say? Go ahead and tell me more. Because your eyes got big. Who you think? Because if your brother was in here, he gonna say Prodigy.
Yeah, I mean,
who had the better verse on Eye for an Eye?
A
drug dealer's dream, stash string keys on the triple B, 500 SL clean, 95 nickel clean, condominium, thug dressed like a gentleman.
No, it's always had some of the best verses on guest.
I didn't even know what he meant when he say tailor-made Ultra Chanel for my women friend. I'm thinking he was saying, because I was a kid then, Chanel, my woman friend named Chanel. Then I seen that Shanae in the store. I say, damn, that nigga been talking that shit. You feel me?
Nas will always, to me, have some of the dopest verses on all them tapes, to be honest. He did, to be frank. Raekwon would go off, though.
Raekwon and Ghost, man. They was my favorite, man. Ain't nobody never make a song like Motherless Child and All I Got Is You. Nobody never make that.
Man, them niggas was our guys, and we patterned down coming up as kids after them niggas, but Mobb Deep was like more
relatable.
Because they was project niggas.
Yeah.
Like when they was saying 41st and all that, I related that to
41st side, get
like bit. They said the other side 40, if that was like Joseph. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it was like Project Tales. Like when the nigga Big Lloyd was saying when he went to see his PO, he packed his tool and shit on.
The RAPP.
We was really living like that as kids. Like we was seeing juvenile probation officers and shit like that with Mac 10s on us and shit like that.
And yo, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Big Noise should have had more. I think I wanted Big Noise more than what he gave. He dropped the album and all that. You remember that, Chaz?
Mm-hmm.
Noise had an album, but no, I just felt like Noise should have been the third member of Mobb Deep.
I mean, he was kind of for real.
Nah, but Noise when they did, he wasn't on Heaven or Hell. Remember?
Hell on Earth, you mean?
Hell on Earth.
Yeah.
Different swag. Him and Capone was the right mix when he had that.
Although they say Capone told old Killer Black, that's what the song was about. Oh, Black, that's Have It Brother, Killer Black. That's a fact. It's a Prodigy book. You ain't know that? Hold up, Slick. I'm a hip hop connoisseur. No, that's a fact. Killer Black is Have It Brother. You knew that back then, right? And Capone went to jail. Why you think Prodigy didn't fuck with them niggas? He said it all in the book. They jumped on Nori. They jumped on Nori in the project, beat them all up over that shit. You get what I'm saying?
I ain't know that.
Hell yeah, man. That's a hip hop tale, bro. Hell yeah. That's what they said. I didn't see no black and white, and I ain't from New York, but the word in Queens is he told, because that's when the Queens niggas was feeling some type of way when went on Drink Champs. Like, how could you do that? You feel what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is, though.
All right. You in the book with the shit in the page.
Yeah. I'm a type of nigga that I go to sleep 5 in the morning for watching that shit.
And that's what's up. I dig too. You know what I mean? I'm a historian myself, but I ain't know that.
So who you feeling now in 2022 outside of Baltimore? I know you caught it. Yeah, Kitty Faso in the building. Who you feeling? What you think outside of us? What other states you think that's on the rise? I know what you ready to say.
Nah, Florida. For real. Probably Florida.
Hot Boy, you know them Jacksonville boys, Lil Pop, man.
I fuck with Boston Richie for real.
Boston Richie for Florida, right?
Tallahassee, I fuck with him. And I fuck with Kodak for real. I be fucking with Kodak.
You don't fuck with Jack Boy?
Yeah, I be fucking with Jack Boy too.
I love Jack Boy.
That's why I said that Florida wave, like a nice little wave. I be fucking with different niggas. I fuck with like Detroit sound too.
Yeah, I fuck with
like
my man Kenny, he hate him.
They got it right now.
I fuck with Nardo Wick. Yeah, you know I fuck with Nardo Wick.
Nardo Wick hard.
Yeah.
They was just talking about Nardo Wick, how like a nigga threw him an alley hoop, like that single he had, and he put all them niggas on there, and since then he took straight off. So yeah, I think that was good. I like G Herbo, man.
Yeah,
I like G Herbo, bro. I like G Herbo a lot, bro.
Yeah,
I like G Herbo a lot, man. But bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. There's been one nigga I've been feeling, yo. It's been the boy Benny the Butcher, yo. I've been cutting into them niggas real heavy, man. Benny the Butcher, he a dog, bro. He remind me of Kiss, but just out those regular beats. Cause I just
got a chance to really get too much into him yet. I heard him like on features and shit like that. But
you ain't never heard them Griselda niggas though?
I heard songs, but I never really got into it.
Man, they putting it down for us 80s babies out here, man.
Yeah. That's what niggas was saying. A lot of niggas fuck with him. I just never had the chance to really, there's so much music coming out. Like now it's just so saturated. So it's like I just ain't get a chance to really get into them for real.
Hey, if you're looking at this episode, tag in the sponsor, Hennessy. They sent us a special bottle. You got damn right. And the glass is Hennessy. Yeah, that's it. Tag it in, bro.
Henny Wednesdays.
Henny Wednesdays, man. RawDope Podcast with Slick. This project. What's next? I mean, because I feel like, I don't like to say we the city with crabs in the barrel. Crabs shouldn't be in the barrel. So when a motherfucker got mad at me and we down there got into it because I said, yo, the city like crabs in the barrel. I'm like, well, shit, ain't no crabs supposed to be in the barrel. So if it's 100 of us in the barrel, I can't be mad at that man because he's stepping on me to get out the fucking barrel because we not supposed to be in the barrel. That's kind of like a cell. As soon as they pop the door open, niggas throwing their towels and shit on the floor. So if we wasn't enough, crabs supposed to be out in the free. So like for this next project and just overall with the brand, the GGL brand, yourself as an artist, TT, like what's next for y'all? You know what I'm saying? Going through there because I feel like the spotlight here.
Yeah, I mean, we just been building up for the big win. You know what I'm saying? And like the thing is, like we always patting ourselves at the like Cash Money and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we to the point with this album that I'm ready to drop, Infamous. It's my 7th in studio album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Independently.
independently, and it's my black album. You know what I'm saying? It's my Fade album. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
oh, Slick, the Fade album.
Yeah, I think I've set it up. The whole plan was for me to set it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Go Getter's always been a lifestyle. It always been a label. Like, you know, Slick was just a part of it. Was just a voice. I was always just chairman because I just got the mouth. You feel me? But, you know, it was always set up for it to be bigger than just, you know, I was never supposed to, you know what I mean? I just took it this far. A lot of my guys went to jail. You know, a lot of us went to jail, and we had a lot of real setbacks because niggas was really, the part of town we from was under investigation, under you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit was going on. So by the time a nigga started rapping, investigation was already on
niggas' ass.
On niggas' ass. So a lot of the shit that was originally set up didn't work out. Didn't, you know, come into fruition, and I had to carry the torch for a lot of the time. Now it's getting back to its original form. I think I really established, you know, Go Getters as a brand. You know what I mean? Not just with music, with a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? So with this album, you know, I'm just cementing my place in the city for real. You know, as the infamous one. It ain't too many people around this motherfucker that you gonna run across that don't know Slick in some form or fashion. You know what I mean? It's been 8-9 years consistently.
I was behind the door. You had the radio smash, little mix shows.
You know, where I had somebody shaking ass. I had some sort of song, you know what I mean, that was organically bubbling, you know, with the people. You know, I'm the people champ for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just real spell. I'm the people champ. Meaning, like, I ain't the favorite. I ain't the one that's gonna get supported by your popular DJs or your radio or your club and shit like that. But like the organic, you know, the organic shit, like the song gonna grow on, the people gonna relate. The people gonna know. Like, it ain't too many people, you know, the kids and shit. You know, it be like that. It be that organic where, you know, I have a song, you know what I mean, that, you know, it might not be viral, but it might have touched the soul of the streets. You know, motherfuckers be riding around, they listening to that shit.
Yeah. Absolutely. So after you with Jay-Z did the Black album, it was a clenched fist. He came with Riri, he came with Kanye West, explosive.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah, so I'm like,
so confident in this shit we got going on right now.
Is it just tiggity or is it more than tiggity?
You know, it get bigger. It get bigger and it get better.
But tiggity,
but we want to focus on, you know, we want to move in the right fashion. Like, yo, we took our time and did this shit piece by piece, yo. This shit took years of experience. You know, they say experience the best teacher. Ain't nobody sit us down and show us the game. Ain't nobody support us enough to say, yo, come on, let me take you and show you, you know, this what you do. You know, we had to learn this shit ourselves.
That's how we did with this podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think we figured it out in a way where if we didn't, you wouldn't know who we was. You know what I'm saying? We figured out how to independently market our shit and get our shit out there in our own little way. You know what I mean? To the point where we established now where you know GGL. You know the brand, you know Slick. So when we coming with this shit with Tiggity, we just want to focus on that in particular. But we got like hella shit, yo. I promise you, like this shit, like this shit, like the new Cash Money. I ain't lying to you.
Tiggity looking like Wayne, bro. I see he's up for the chime.
I don't even think you even know yet. Like when you hear this shit, like when we come with this shit, like you gonna be like, yo, you know, if you can see, like if I can come with a song that can still move you after 8-9 years, you know, imagine with the new breed gonna do.
But you never, but honestly speaking, everything you constantly was consistent. Even when you took your break, you came back. It was constantly consistent. Like you definitely attract 30 and over crowd. My man, he's 43 years old, and he said to me, "Yo, I've been listening to Slick ever since I sent him on your podcast. This episode behind us." So I've been listening. That's a year old. He said, "I've been listening to him every." Can we jump? I remember Kenny and Gary. We jumping in. SLATER Road, come on! I do the double take, nigga. That's my man. Know what I'm saying? Like you in the barbershop in the conversation, niggas like you said, I didn't even know he'd exist. Like he got flavor, he got style and shit. I said, yeah, he a smooth motherfucker, man. You get what I'm saying? Then I was showing him tiggity shit, and he like, damn, it's going on. Then I was showing him nice shit. I'm like, yo, South Baltimore. Then I showed him Lil X. Like South Baltimore got a strong fucking movement, man. That's just from you. The D Nice, the X is like the generation younger. It's like you first. You started it with GGL, and then fucking Little X came in with his wave. He was bananas. Then that kid D Nice come up out of Brooklyn Homes daily. Then Tiggity come back up and grab the ball for the goal gig. And it's like, boy, we still here. We still got it. We still got one of them. We still got one of them fresh, young, and full of cum. And he proved that. And he remind me so much of your daddy, boy, because you get real excited. You know what I mean? He fucking leaned on me a couple times in the joint. I thought I was his age. He used to send me back, you know, to the year I was born. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so I see the setup, man. And I told White Boy with the bag, when I just interviewed him and OTR Chaz, so I want to see a whole Longwood thing. You, Roddy, everybody. Is it all y'all niggas from down there? I want to see I don't know what, I would love to see Welcome to South Baltimore. Yeah. With all the projects and the blocks on the album cover. Welcome to South Baltimore. Yeah. Before you go, bro, I think you got to orchestrate that.
We building up for shit, you know, for the city. We just building as a city, though. I think right now, you know what I mean, the eyes just starting to get on us as a city. We building, you know what I mean? And ain't nobody really, like when you look at the grand scale of it, ain't nobody really hating on each other.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't supporting as much as, you know, we could.
But niggas ain't got nothing bad to say.
And niggas ain't got nothing bad
to say. Niggas ain't out here getting Charleston White.
Yeah.
You feel
know what
me?
I'm saying? Niggas ain't got nothing bad to say. So it's moving and we building. Shit.
I'm proud of my fucking city, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm proud of my city, bro. I'm proud of it because at the end of the day, like I had Boss Man in here. That was like not too long ago. That interview ready dropped, and I told him, I said, Boss Man, you represent for the 30 and over, bro, because see these young guys out here working, but you still dropping hard music, and some people just too naive to listen. That boy, he dropping some shit. You get what I'm saying? He just dropped the joint with him and TMC the Don. Like, he dropping some shit. Like, the man still rapping like Land of the O's. You know what I mean? Like, the album Law and Order. He still got that fucking fire in him like Law and Order.
That's what's up.
You get what I'm saying? He ain't never dropped his fire, and you never drop your fire. So when you said it's your fade to black, would it be more like you playing like you the chairman that just turned wholeheartedly you in the office and you making sure all this take place, but we can get legendary verses from you like Mr. Carter did on that God did.
Yeah, that's a natural thing for me. The music gonna be what it's gonna be. It's therapeutic for me. You know what I mean? But you gotta understand, like at this point, Slick a brand. You see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
We doing different things. We selling sneakers now. You know what I'm saying? We
the
doing
sprinters,
a lot
right?
of different things, the sprinters. So we doing a lot of different shit. You know what I mean? So Slick just became
How
a
you
brand.
feel about that? How that work? Just coming out with this, you had the Timberland thing, and then now you come out with the sprinters. For your whole thing.
Yeah, the Timberland shit was like an introduction into it. That was funded. You know what I mean? That was like endorsed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The sprinter thing was like organically and everything funded, like GGL, like us. You know what I'm saying? Something that we, you know, came up with and did. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it was more than what I thought it was gonna be. So we got revamped because it was more of a demand. Yeah, it's a lot of work, more work than I thought it was gonna be as far as distributing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, so we just going into a lot of different shit right now, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That shit bigger than rap for Slick. But GGL as a brand, you know, we gonna keep some music connected to the culture. We gonna keep some shit connected to the streets. Like, you know, you gonna be able to go in your local neighborhood and you definitely gonna hear GGL, whether it's old or new. You gonna hear that shit in your neighborhood, in your local hood, cause we connect with the people. That's just real shit. Like the radios and all that old shit. You know, I don't know what they just, you know, we don't dick ride and we ain't them guys, but you know, we connect with the people. We don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's why, cause we connect with the real people. We ain't on that clout.
Radio gotta play who the fuck their boss with the toupee tell them to play.
Or whatever.
So they don't really got no power.
A lot of them niggas be dick riding though. They can play what they play. They'll throw that shit in. You know what I mean? You know what?
Yeah, they'll get fired. They'll get fired. They'll get fired for an hour.
No, because they can. They got the authority to throw some shit in it.
It might be different, but I know with Squirrel Wild and them, they spent many years trying. You know, Squirrel kept you in the spin cycle, but he had to put it behind another bit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Squirrel real one.
Shout out to Hooligan Express Radio
shout
too.
Out to Hooligan Express.
Cold on fire, and that's why I said like if the culture was intact in Baltimore, I just felt like niggas supposed to line up on the building. I mean, that was DJ Raw Lee
and all that,
and that was Squirrel Wild, bro. Niggas should have lined up and said, man, let's get that shit built back in 30 days and 90 days. What y'all need?
The radio don't be supporting all of the shit. You know what I mean? They be dick riding the shit. And see, you might go in other cities that be part of the boost for that shit, the radio and all that. They don't be connected to the shit that really be going on in the streets and all that. It be shit that be popping in the street. They don't even know until you get to the point if it got something behind where they could dick ride it. You know what I'm saying? Like real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they should be breaking more records, man. They should be putting these records out.
They should be breaking more records. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We to the point where you got DJs that should be breaking records where you already see it got steam in the streets and you know it need a little boost.
Yeah.
That's all
it's
I'm
supposed
saying.
to be happening.
So Slick, I usually ask niggas who they top 7 artists. So I said the day I was thumbing through my head like what type of shit I'm gonna ask them. I want to ask you if you had to pick 5 Baltimore artists to be the starting 5 to go into industry and open up the door for everybody else to do music, who would that starting 5 be?
See, that's like a trick question, yo. And you would do that. You know what I mean?
No, you goddamn right. Yes.
You'll come with these little trick questions.
Kenny, you all know, right? Ain't that the question you wrote me? You know what I mean? Kenny did it. I didn't do it. Kenny said, yo, ask him who he would think will pick. He love basketball. Right. You know what I mean? Kenny love basketball. So that's why it's the 5. 5 that's 5 men on the court, right, Kenny? You want to give him a 6 man?
It's tough. I did this before with you, and I think
it was who is your top 7 Baltimore hip hop artists. So now we passed that. We saying, listen, it's crunch time, bruh. We in the 4th quarter, bro. Baltimore's on the map. A lot of these dudes got deals, a lot of shit going on. So we saying just 100. If these 5 niggas can go out there and play, it's guaranteed that the floodgates is open up for the rest of us. From actors, the models, the media, sneakers brand, everything gonna open up. But we need 5 niggas to go in there to impress these people. Who would you send?
I gotta go in, bro.
I mean, you going. Okay, that's one.
I gotta go in as the one for the South. I gotta go in.
One.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't really speak for nobody else.
Come on.
You know
No.
Like, I can't really speak for nobody else.
Your man, what's the bro name? Bro, you gonna have to do it. The ticket, he gonna have to do it. Somebody gonna have to do it. It's game time.
It's game time.
So at the end of the day,
a lot of these niggas is playing.
No, listen.
They not.
But in an all-star game,
get a part of
so South Baltimore.
Listen to me. Let me go ahead and negotiate this deal, and let me come back and feed. You dig what I'm saying? These niggas is listen to me, man. You know, we got our industry, as far as Baltimore music industry, hip hop music industry, is in its infancy.
You know you ain't get away with that though.
No, listen to me though. Just speak my logic though. We in this infancy. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much when I jumped in, it is pretty much when that shit caught steam. You know, when you talking to boss mans and shit like that, and you know, and the Mullies and whoever else was before him,
caddies.
Listen to me, and I ain't knocking them. them niggas opened up some doors, and
boss man first nigga had $1 million record deal,
and that's probably a fact. You know, but it ain't have no impact on the city, and where the city industry. You know, he had to go outside of Baltimore, bro.
I bet that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't. It wasn't like, you know.
But the song dedicated to Baltimore took him there and landed all.
That was the thing. You know, I mean, what I'm trying to say is Baltimore ain't have an industry when them niggas was out.
Right. Okay.
You know, they was helping create the industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was a part of helping create the industry. Yo, we ain't had no industry. By the time, the reason why we ain't had no industry, we had people who was doing music, but Baltimore as a whole did not accept rap music, bro.
No, that's a fact.
Like, and when you look at what rap music is, it's street shit. Like street, You gotta, that's the basis of it. Like, whatever going on the street.
But back then, niggas was scared to
project
talk.
niggas and all that.
Like Jay said.
So when you got
wasn't
niggas,
talking about Instagram.
When you
know
got
what I mean?
niggas who in the street that's saying, rap, man, that's some clown ass shit.
Right.
We was shooting the shit down. We wasn't fucking with that.
Right.
So I'm saying this, by the time we start coming in, like me, the Scooters, the Mooses, and you know, the people like that, that's when it started being accepted. You know why? Because it was the kids. And then, you know, all the older motherfuckers want to be young.
I gotta say the Teflon boys. I came home in 2012. They was ringing bells.
They was part of the. They the ones gave me the confidence to do the shit coming from the streets. So yeah, they was part of the wave. You know what I mean? But they just, you know, like I said, you know, rest in peace to G-Rock. You know, by the time that shit really hit the fan, you know what I mean? Them niggas was gone. Like when that shit hit the fan is when Scramble, Coke, and Smack and all that shit. That's when it started being really lit for rappers in Baltimore. Niggas wasn't getting booked for no shows before that. None of them niggas you named, they couldn't get booked for a show in the city. You know, we was getting booked every motherfucking weekend for kiddie parties and all kinds of shit. You know, that's when Baltimore started creating a real industry. You know what I'm saying? We started really having an industry. So I say that to say that wasn't nothing but about 8 years ago. This shit it's in its infancy, you know, it's in this baby stage. So, you know, you just can't send, if you got a motherfucker who came right in that medium, like a Slick, you know what I mean, who fit that medium or whatever, that still can bridge that gap. You can't send a little baby in there. We got some talent like a motherfucker that I can name. I can name you 5 niggas, but to go inside the room, you know what I mean?
Yo, it don't matter, bro. You went in the room.
It matter.
Said, let me put it like this.
It matter. You got
You walked in the room. It's GGL Slick. He walks in the room as the point guard. He has the meeting in the corporate office.
Yeah.
They say, yes, Slick, you wait back there. You can't go out the room and tell them niggas nothing. Now, send the shooting guard in here. Who going next? You already did it. South Baltimore good, but the other 4 don't know this. They got to play their position. You on. The dreams came true. Now you gotta send 4 other niggas in there, bro.
I don't know if you know, I keep up with everything that's going on, and I like what everybody doing.
Right.
And I already think it's guys that's already breaking the barriers. You know what I mean? Like you got your YG Texan, you got your YBS Scholar.
So hold up. You just said 2 men in there. They said yes. So you gotta go through all this shit to get them to do it. That's 3. So now you got Slick walked in there, Tech walked in there, Scholar walked in there. Everybody can agree with them 3? Everybody like your 3.
You got damn right. Yes.
You're putting together a fantasy team. Now there's 2 more niggas gotta go in there. You gotta send a big center in there too. Don't forget about your center. The big man.
I'm thinking, you know, cause I don't, you know, like yo, the be to the level of. I like Roddy Racks.
There you go. Yes, it's stank. Everybody like it.
You got damn right. Yes.
What you say, Kenny? Do we got a strong 4?
I like
That's
Roddy
a strong
Racks.
4. Now here we go.
I like Roddy Racks.
Now the last man don't know nothing. He just know y'all niggas ain't come back out the room. He got the represent.
You can put him on the 4. I like Money
Goddamn right. That's a hell of a
I like
center.
a lot of other guys too though, bro. That's why I ain't wanted this.
No, but I'm just saying that's if I had to think, I dream about BET Cypher, me hosting it, and they tell me pick the artists that you want to go. And it ain't no hard feelings. But I study each one of these niggas' flow, and I know I'm saying, listen, bro, ain't nothing. I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. I gotta have a good show.
Yeah, the niggas I name can go. All the niggas I name can go.
And then when the floodgates open up, Davo, here he come. Problem. OTR Chaz, problem. Tiggity, problem.
I like him.
The little kid, Reek, problem.
Yeah.
The Blue Benjamin boys, problem.
Yeah.
You get them saying? If they step in that motherfucking room, they ain't come to do no whole bunch of joking now. You know what I'm saying? Because Izzy, you know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers get to come up out the city, and that's what I meant by that question. Wasn't to put nobody down or nothing, because look at the facts, bro. Like when New York, it took a nigga to get on from New York, and look at how many niggas got on from New York. Beanie them, Cool C was the first one with Philly. Will Smith, Cool C. So many motherfuckers came out of Philly to lead the way for the pack, and overall they win. Look at DC. You had Wale, you had Light Show, you had Cue the Fool, you had Glizzy, you had Nonchalant back in the day. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it takes one. Miami, you had Trina, you got the Rick Ross, you got Khaled, you got Cool and Dre. Jesus, you got Kodak Black, you got Jack Bull, you got Melly. The list goes on. You get what I'm saying? So somebody always gotta throw that jab to get the fight started and have that power in it. So I like that lineup. So if you had a chance, right? I gotta ask you this because you're a slick motherfucker and you're a playboy, right? So I gotta ask you, if you had a choice to have 5 wives, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you got to your goal. Slick where he at? GGL on fire. He's got everything going for himself. They rich. And now you have a choice to have 5 wives, industry wives, hair salon, whatever. Give me them top 5 divas that, they take trips to SLATER Road in the Rose.
I couldn't really give you that chance.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. I mean, it's the boom boom room. You seen the movie Life. Right? We in the boom boom room. It's just our imagination right now until we speaking in sense.
Lady out there that might not like that. You know what I mean? They might not like that. You know.
But she know you come from the road, bro. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. RawDope Podcast. If I had to choose 5 wives and I'm the big fella, I got to have Cardi B. I'm just saying because she just hood. She just talk shit and she say she gonna leave me, but she always forget.
Bro, listen.
I ain't got nothing to do with that long hair because she's an old head and got good. Hey, listen, man, I ain't disrespecting that, man. You heard Kevin Gates on that joint,
wife, right?
Man. You heard Kevin Gates on that last joint. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Make a spit on this joint. And man can't be mad because your wife look nice and somebody choosing them. Ain't nobody said they was going to see Offset, a black man that's making it and approach his woman. But I'm just saying, like any other nigga, boy, if I had it and you let her go, boy, I'm one of the mixes up for the challenge. You get what I'm saying? I like a Kardashian in the lineup. You gotta have a Kardashian in the lineup. So like, come on now. You don't want to get a Kardashian in the lineup. A Kardashian in my lineup, man, and then I gotta go ahead, man, and just keep it real with the big girls. What's the big bitch, yo? I like her, yo.
Ooh, Lizzo.
Goddamn right, she in the lineup. You goddamn right, yes, she's in the lineup. Why not, my nigga? Hey, what the fuck, man? That girl be doing some different shit. You get what I'm saying? That's 4, and then the last, it's gotta be a wife, man. You know what I'm saying? Whew. I got to go with one of them porn stars, man, because Adam 22 be doing this motherfucking thing with this girl, yo. I don't give a fuck, bro. You think it's something wrong with a nigga wife for a porn star?
Nah, to each his own, bro.
Would you wife a porn star?
Me personally, nah.
Why not, bro? Why not? You know what's up with her.
I can't lay and cuddle with you.
She getting pounded
after you got
the night before for work. You gave her work.
Yeah,
10 minutes ago she was.
No, listen to me though, because a lot of motherfuckers don't look at this. You know, you'll look at the female and see that she got all the shit that's desirable in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at her lifestyle. You gotta think of the guy that she gotta come home to after she just put in that good 8. You know what I'm saying? But listen, the wood. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she come home, and you know a bitch after she put in her 8, she trying to cuddle.
Right.
She trying to lay back and relax, and you got to cuddle with her after she done just sucked the 3-4 dicks and had a DP
but listen,
and all that old shit.
My man Adam 22. You ever seen this shit, No Jumper? The boy Adam 22. You ever seen this shit podcast called No Jumper? I'm gonna put you on something. My man Adam 22.
I'm down.
He got a podcast with his girl, his baby mother, his wife, where they interview porn stars and they fuck them after they interview.
I ain't know that.
Just go on Pornhub, bro. Like, just type in Adam 22. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, yo, Adam 22 all right with me, yo. Because I'm saying he living his own truth. It ain't him. It ain't no, I don't know if I ain't really seen him interview no motherfucking niggas. But he just interviewed broads and they show different clips of them talking like an interview like this, and then they show clips of him crushing him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I couldn't do it either. But it ain't nothing wrong with having one in your lineup, though. You know what I'm saying? You got one in your lineup, boy. You gonna have. How you feel about that?
Man, nah, we're not doing it.
Nah, y'all, but listen, yo, that's gonna be a clip.
Not white.
My man said, I mean, I can't cuddle at night. I think we all feel like that. I just had to ask you that for the folks on Twitter, bro. My man said, nah, I can't. Cause she just put, my man said she put in her 8.
Getting slapped.
Right. She put in her 8. That's a rough thing, man.
Getting pounced.
So listen, man, they just to get on the serious side of things, they charge Madam Mosley, you know, and you know she been doing a lot for the community and just on some grown man shit just to get your standpoint of it. And now that she getting out of office and she always just stood on, justice over conviction. You get what I'm saying? If you get caught doing something and things is done the right way and you're arresting shit, you know, you gotta rumble. If it was done the wrong way, it need to go where it's supposed to go, out the door. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that, and you know, if she's gone down there, and they have an individual in here that do criminal attorney. I think that should be against some type of rules. You shouldn't be a criminal attorney, then could turn around and be a state's attorney. That's fucked up because it's like, you know, your attorney is sworn to a certain oath, so he can't speak about what you talk to him about. So that puts you like 10 steps ahead of the game. You get what I'm saying? So if you see a person that ain't been in trouble 5-6 years and then they come into court, you remember when he probably was going through something, he told you the truth about something. So now you hard on him. How do you feel in the way of the next 4 years that our city's going to go as far as the justice system and just far how is the city outside of music and the negativity that they speak about globally in Baltimore? It's just horrible how they speak about us nationally. How do you feel about that? And what do you think? How you think our city will be in the next 3 years with the way things been going?
It can go both ways. You know what I mean? When you're thinking about the state's attorney, it can go both ways. You know what I mean? Being as though, you know, you're dealing with somebody who was a criminal attorney, they might be more sympathetic in a way, just like Mosby was. You know what I'm saying? She understood the people. That's the reason why she was on justice, or whatever the case
over
may
conviction.
Be. Yeah, you know what I mean. So you know he might be the same way because he done dealt with the people in the scene, injustice on both sides, and different shit like that. You know, you're dealing with a black person still. You know what I mean. So you know, I'm just in hopes that I don't know, bro. You know, when it comes to the politics of Baltimore, I couldn't even really call it, bro. Like it's so crazy. Like, you know, this shit is just crazy, bro. It's hard to call it. It's hard to say either way. In the next couple years, this shit been so consistent since I was a kid. Like, far as crime go, you know, that's all I know about. Far as the politics, I don't know. But far as crime, that shit been consistent as fuck for all my life. So I don't know if the next 3 years is gonna be any different far as that go. But if you talking like economics and shit like that, I don't know. You know, this always been a hub for real estate. Shit like that.
I'm talking more or less like the city, the violence in the city, like the shootings
that shit
and the
ain't
murders.
Gonna change, bro.
But bro, like you older and you mature. Hey, bro, something that I know and my man over here know that when we was little, something that I didn't hear that's quite frequently used out here was the word rat. I remember niggas used to get booked that was older than me for 700 to 800 pills, and I never used to see niggas around talking about he was going to tell, and niggas might not look out for him. Yes. And niggas still give his mother a hug. What's up with Day Day? Day Day already got fired for that shit. And Day Day never thought, and Day Day come back home and do this with the homies and tell jail stories. Now, I never seen it so much in my life where the word snitch is being used. It's used so fluently, and then it's a 50-50 thing. Is you hating on this man saying he telling, or is this man really telling? You get what I'm saying? That's just fucked up. And I say, where like my standpoint in like damn, in the next 3 years in the city, you know, if men don't step up and clean up the community, it's gonna get worse until the violence gets so bad that it's gonna hit close to home.
It's already hitting close to home.
Cause I'm talking about like when it hit close to home, meaning that I'm a person that look at 5-10 years down the line. It hit close to home, whereas though I got younger kids. 10 years, they be 17 years old.
Bro, be honest with you, if I mean, you know, if I look at it from my perspective, it's really got worse. You know, like I really, you know, when you say far as like back at one time, far as niggas wasn't telling as much and shit like
and
that.
you and anybody wasn't just getting smoked. You got smoked for a real reason. You got smoked for a real reason. You got smoked for a real reason.
How many people get killed, bro? It's so normal in Baltimore now to hear that a female got smoked.
That's fucked up.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, that's hard.
Did you notice that shit? You is like so reoccurring. They gruesome right now. That it's like that shit ain't nothing new when you hear it. Like I can remember at a time when you heard a female got killed.
It was devastating.
Shit was devastating.
Yeah, that was devastating.
The whole city was in an uproar. Yeah. Like, yo, they killed. What's the name?
Killed by a female now.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, that shit is like a reoccurring thing every week on Murder Inc., my nigga.
And do you think the word gangster or thug or killer is meant to? They got the wrong perception of that. These younger kids under 30. Because at the end of the day, I remember hearing stories of sitting in bullpens and shit, and men would say something. I'm not gonna speak of these men. Say a person life was worth 50 to 100,000. Now a person life is worth shit that somebody probably got on the bottom, walking on the carpet on them. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. A life that was absurd shit.
I really think what it is. You know, I stay so tuned, and I always was thinking of ahead. Like I just think as you get older, you start looking at shit a different way. But trust me, my nigga, this was the same shit that was going on before you got this perspective that you had right now of how gruesome it is. That's how they looked at.
It was gruesome, bro. But it was like
gruesome, bro.
It was. You know this though, bro. Like you gotta admit this. It was gruesome.
It wasn't
but
no money involved.
Anybody wasn't getting just smoked.
To me. A nigga walked up on my father and shot him 3 times in the head in Chariot. A nigga walked up on my father and shot him 3 times in the head. You know what I'm saying? The nigga never went to jail. The whole neighborhood knew. By the time I grew up, I found out who the fuck it was. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
He later on got murdered. You know what I'm saying? But and nobody went to jail for that murder. Nigga ran down and shot him down in the car. You know, this would tell that if I could tell you, I would. This real shit. No money was involved. This shit that I didn't agree, I could tell you a million of these. That's just my personal story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit been going on, bro. And say it just wasn't the internet.
It wasn't the internet.
So it wasn't promoted.
It's more players too, yo. It's more players in the game.
And it's more players now.
Casualties.
Yeah.
But listen, this why I'm gonna hit you at what the difference is that, rest in peace to your father. And rest in peace to all the fathers that lost their life in a struggle or lost their life in any type of way, whether serving or anything. But I'm going to say this. Like you said, now this how real it was back then when we was 9. You said somebody shot your father. They said another man shot another man 3 times in the head. Whole neighborhood knew, and that man didn't go to jail. That was different. Nowadays, if you shoot somebody in a whole neighborhood you doing a life bit up North Branch Correctional Facility. That was the difference. And then later on down the line, you just said it. He met his match. Ain't nobody went to jail. You understand what I'm saying? That's the cause and effect. That's the code, and that was the laws of the land. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So nowadays, you couldn't get a motherfucker. Well, I remember, Slick, and I know you seen this happen. You seen a lot of murders get avoided because somebody stepped up and told that stupid motherfucker, put the gun down, and might have slapped the shit out of him and took the gun from him. You get what I'm saying? A lot of shit got stopped when we was younger. Nowadays, yo, and if you had suckers that caught murders back in the 90s, you did. But you didn't have it like it's now. Anybody will step up and kill anybody.
What bro said, it's just more players, but it's nothing new. Like, all this shit been happening. Like,
I think it's just worse.
Bro, anywhere you go, like, it was killers. Like, niggas, Baltimore is a fucking killer ass city.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, fact.
It's always been before we was even born. Man, you averaging 300 murders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You had to catch that shit in the Baltimore Sun.
You caught it in the Baltimore Sun, and they was, I would say.
The niggas ain't even read.
Listen.
So,
You ain't make Fox 45.
And listen, Slate, you bid it before, and you bid it with a lot of older dudes and
a lot of murderers.
Right, and you ran across legends from your hood that the last time you seen them, you was 7 once you went into an institution. So with this being said, right, back then, and I heard the stories of Westport and Cherry Hill, because I'm like you say, we don't do name drops, but just sitting around shooting a bobo with a stir fry, you hear the stories. These wars were really over respect. These wars was over blocks that was doing $100,000 a day. These wars was control of a drug game that first hit Baltimore in the 90s and the 80s. And these niggas was about money in their projects and their set. And you niggas wasn't open up across the street. And if y'all did it with respect. And if y'all didn't do respect, it was a war.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you how crazy Baltimore is, right?
Then or now?
Then and now. You know what I mean? When we come up, most of the niggas we come up with, them niggas caught football numbers, so they did. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because niggas was doing what niggas doing now. Niggas was just doing dumb shit. It ain't had to be no money. You had niggas who, I don't want to say no names, you know them, East and West. You had niggas who just preyed on other niggas who was getting money. Baltimore hating, like you said, is a crab in a barrel ass fucking city. And niggas ain't just gonna hate on you in Baltimore. They gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? And it been like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. And now it's just more players and it's more seen because we got the internet. So it's just like it went haywire. But the format, the foundation of Baltimore, the way it's ran and the way shit get done ain't changed yet. And that's why this bitch is off the fucking chain. It ain't never been no gang city where we listen to nobody.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? We never been an organized ass city. You know, but we was always getting some money. You know what I'm saying? But it always been a hating ass city. So you always had a bunch of murder that was gonna happen, and it ain't had to be about nothing else but hate. You know what I mean? Niggas be running around. Shit, we come up around niggas that just gonna hate, bro. Niggas used to try to burn out shirts and snatch out, just do dumb shit. Like, bro, like Baltimore just crazy. You know what's up with Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck going on? If you ain't no thoroughbred, man, Baltimore gonna try your ass. They're gonna try you. Like, you either need to get the fuck away or get a fucking gun.
I got that. But I just think though, for back in the day, bro, I just think it was
nothing different.
No, I think it was honor amongst men, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what I used to. I'm gonna tell you why I say this.
Men, Slick.
I'm gonna tell you why I say this, because as generation go, right, I'm a studier of just mankind, and I used to look at, just imagine when you was young, right? When you was really ignorant as fuck and you was doing whatever. Wasn't it somebody saying exactly what you saying right now? Cause I can't relate, cause we was living by the real code, and we was, y'all ain't doing it how we did it, cause we was, y'all doing it recklessly. It was somebody saying that exact same shit when you was young and reckless. It was somebody, and it's all because it's all because it was a mature mind perspective that was telling you, yo, I already seen it. You know what I'm saying? So you coming from I already seen it, bro. This shit is crazy. But when you was in it, it wasn't crazy because you was immune to it. You was young and you was motherfucking reckless.
Hey, yo, but I ain't gonna lie. Me being
in prison for the shit. This man telling me jail stories and all kind of shit.
I've been in prison a lot of shit.
Was low key.
No, but hey, Slick, I'm gonna tell you, all my charges was really drug charges, because I was a big boy. I wasn't really fast as niggas, so I stood on a motherfucking corner and I kept something big and good. So my homeboy used to bang sales. Now I know you went through that. My homeboy used to slap sales. Why you keep behind now? Bow. So I went through that because they gonna holler at big fella, right?
And he talking about this shit as well. It did. We was disrespecting grown folk.
You got damn right. Yes, but you know what made it fucked up with us? What made it fucked up with us is that the reason why I say I grew up in a house with my grandmother.
You was stupid back then.
No, I was
You was what they call now a dummy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sure.
Now, my man,
just wasn't calling it that.
Kenny, that's my OG. He used to tell me when I was little, right? Kenny right there, I was about 16, 17, used to get mad. You motherfuckers going to jail. Right there. Yeah. He said, you a stupid motherfucker. But I really wasn't stupid because we was really beefing and nigga used to have 2 joints on him. That's just like, I don't know why I used to do that shit. I was gone off Mob Deep.
But going back to what he was saying, listen to what he's saying as he telling his story.
No, but I'm gonna say this.
The shit
listen, no, I was born in 79, bro. So in 79,
baby.
right? So listen, they thought we was stupid because it was different in the 70s and the 60s. So them old niggas thought that we was out of order. But my nigga, I grew into the 2000s, bro, and touched my first. I didn't touch no bag in the motherfucking 90s until my peoples passed and left me some money. Or some shit like that.
Changed, man. The old nigga told me ain't nothing changed but the players.
I mean, that's a fact, man, but nah, man, I don't think it was ruthless.
But the players. And then
I mean,
really
the murder rate show you has changed, bro.
The murder rate been consistent, 300 plus.
For what, the last 12 years?
Or better. No, remember back in the 90s, we was the murder capital, wasn't we?
Yeah, well, like 2 something, though.
No,
180.
They was 300.
Google it.
Google it right now, yo.
Google it, kid.
Google it right now. We've been consistent with that old shit.
The top 5 years of Baltimore homicide rate. Ain't gonna say nothing about the 90s, bro. I'm telling you, bro, because they'll lock your motherfucking ass up. It was police brutality back then. When the Shiloh posse and them Jamaicans.
When it was the murder capital.
Yeah, when the Jamaicans tried to come and take over and shit, them New York niggas. Them New York niggas and the Jamaicans, niggas was coming. Like I said again, niggas was coming over thinking they was gonna take over blocks that was doing $100,000 a day. Some of the legendary dope boys from Baltimore, you could tell story. Look at the fucking documentary of Frank Matthew. Liddy Jones said he owed him $500,000. Nigga told him keep it if you broke. You know what I'm saying? He said keep it if you broke. Stop keep calling the man, tell him getting money. I was getting on his nerves. He told me, hey man, you keep calling me about that little ass bit of money, man. Keep it if you broke. You know what I mean? God damn, I told you I was gonna get it. You know what I mean? It ain't like that no more, bro. At the end of the day, bro, you made it tell me when you was coming up that it wasn't niggas in your hood that could stop shit from happening. That nigga wasn't doing that on their watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nowadays, man, niggas will go behind their OG back and bust a move.
Yeah, it just got more treacherous. I mean,
yeah, like,
it's more, you know, it is what it is.
Bro, I ain't grow up off a fire stick and shit like that. I really grew up outside. These niggas YouTube been out for the last 17 years, and that's when they said the city the worst is. Instagram and all that shit was created. We ain't had that shit. You shot the fair one. Before niggas let you get a gun, you had to show your hands as a man. Nowadays, bro, ain't no more good old fist fights.
Embrace it,
fair ones.
brother.
Man, shit, I'm scared to embrace it because you might get shot talking about nigga fight head up.
You know, you just gotta embrace the culture. You know,
nah, man, I embrace it. I mind my business. I mean?
You know, life gotta move forward, my nigga. You know, and I'm telling you,
everybody gotta learn.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Experience the best teacher, but old mind's gonna die off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That old way of thinking always die off because life gotta keep moving. It gotta evolve, my nigga. That's why people die and all that. That's why when you stay stuck in time and you don't want to move forward, the universe is going to flush you out. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? That's why shit got to die. Like, you got to imagine if the old heads from way back was still in power, if that mentality was still being pushed, it wouldn't be where we at right now. Like, we wouldn't be...
But they fell under the Reagan era.
You wouldn't be able to do what you're doing right now. Like, it wouldn't be as explicit. They would censor everything. Remember at one time, they were saying you couldn't even talk a certain way. Oh, hell no. No, they said what? Now you can get on here and say you're goddamn right.
Yeah.
You can get on here and say you're goddamn right.
You goddamn right. No fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet.
Wait, yeah, because life had to keep moving, my nigga.
Facts.
I promise you, the day that you resist evolution is the start of your demise.
Oh no, hey, listen, bro, I
ain't let it go over your head, man.
Boy, last time I seen you in the A, you said, big fella, why you tell me you was down here? I ain't out the loop. What I'm just saying, I play the cut. You know what I mean? I play the crib when it's mink weather.
But you know everybody, what I mean? Everybody follow too shit. But I
learned. I was a stupid motherfucker before, but I really didn't have no mom. The motherfuckers that told us to do something, they ain't want to do nothing for a nigga.
Yeah,
you
get the old heads before the old heads before us. You know, they said everything you saying right now. You know, they saying that they said all that.
I agree.
It's crazy. Agree. You know,
I mean, just
sometimes you just gotta embrace what's going on, and and you know, cause they ain't going through nothing different than we done went through.
So how you feel about that Jay-Z verse on that God did?
I love it. You know, I like
at 52 years old though.
Yeah, I like, you know, hip hop. You know, a lot of motherfuckers gotta start understanding this too. The mentality, that's why I say shit die off. The mentality of an artist can't go, you know, an older rap artist can't go. That was when you gotta think, yo, rap, what they say is 50 now.
Yeah.
That shit's so young. Whereas though, you know, 49. When you look at them other genres, like you look at rock and roll and shit, you notice they ain't never had that because they shit so old. You know, they got older artists. Rap now has become that. You know, we bumping and fucking with the Jada Kisses and the, you know, because rap has been around for a while. Yeah. Now you can be an older artist and drop some shit and have a fan base because it's been going on for a minute now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that shit right there, all that, you know, he 50, whatever, that man a rock star. That man a motherfucking legend. You know what I'm saying? So that's like hip hop now is to that point. You got niggas that's legends.
How you feel about Yeezy with the White Lives Matter t-shirt?
Yeah, I'm in the air about what y'all doing. I don't know what's up with Ye. I don't know what's up with Ye, but you know, bro, you know, all this shit, you know, real shit though. It's so crazy nowadays to me, you know, from my perspective. You know, all this shit is like a game. It's like a circus, so you never really know if it's a ploy, if it's a plot, if it's just a game. You know what I'm saying? If it's just a marketing scheme, if it's something serious, if it's a health problem. You just never really know because nowadays, that's the time that we in. You know what I mean? I was telling my guys before, I was telling them about Instagram, and I was like, a lot of that Bible shit that be going on, a lot of that shit be set up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's marketing now.
That's what they were just saying. You can
set up some drama. Yeah, like that.
They said that shit was all scripted.
Yeah, and that shit be just set up drama. So it's hard to say, bro. So when you see shit like that, you know, I take it. I don't know when to take shit serious for real. Like,
no, it was serious. He wore the t-shirt, and that shit went viral. T-shirt, fuck that. That's some shit you gotta take serious.
I'm saying that to say this. You know, he wore the t-shirt. But we got lawsuits and shit going on against the people who wore the Black Lives Matter and started the movement. So it's like all of this shit is a game. What do you take serious? Like, which one is the better?
I agree with that. You know what I'm glad you said that because
it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's just like crazy as shit out here.
So, Mace, Diddy felt like Mace was supposed to what it was, Kenny?
Diddy wanted to come on stage and like I guess apologize and settle their differences.
Oh, he did? I ain't know that.
And Mace ain't let him on stage.
I ain't know that. When does that happen? The day or something?
Hey, Slate, you know what I want you to do, my brother?
Oh, you talking about that's why they was still beefing?
You gotta spend your hour a day on YouTube. That's it, man. You gotta just get some
on YouTube every day. Bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying your hour though, cause you're a busy man.
Bro, listen to me. I call somebody right now. Listen to me. I call a motherfucker right now. Bitch be like, yo, what the fuck? That's all the fuck. Whenever I'm in the car, I'm in YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm in YouTube, bro.
All right, back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what happened. Diddy wanted to come on stage with Mace act like his right here. Mace told the nigga, I got fucking receipts. He say Black Rob don't got receipts.
I seen it.
Because he did. Biggie did. Who else passed away? Craig Mack did. Yo say nigga, and this was some serious shit that I know no man here play about. Yo say go ask your mother. He said everything in your mother name, nigga. Go ask your mother. Go ask your mother. You're like, hey, slick, imagine a nigga telling you, nigga, bye, go ask your mother about it, nigga. She the one that own everything. Put him out there on national TV. So we had a discussion about it, and I said, yo, Diddy been a dog. So my man Kenny said, man, you know, niggas ain't know their contracts, and they should have been smarter. And I said, nah, You getting broke ass niggas from the slums. You calling yourself Brother Love, and you burnt them. You get what I'm saying?
He Brother Love now. I don't know if he always was.
No, but he was faking like it was love, yo. Diddy was Diddy. Have you ever seen a nigga be successful after Diddy?
Yeah, he had a lot of successful artists. You mean
After they wasn't no Bad Boy no more.
The Locks is the only one I can think of. I mean, the Locks is the Locks. But besides them,
The Locks been left him shortly after Biggie left him and had the big beat. That ain't do shit to him when the Locks left. He had a lot of big niggas after that. He dropped Jock, Boys in the Hood, Daddy the King, the bitch Cassie. He had a lot of big acts.
so? What you saying? That's his fault?
I mean, if I work and make platinum records and I don't own my royalties and publishing, you know that firsthand. I'm fucked.
Nah. I mean, this what I'm gonna say. If you work with Diddy and he gave you the platform and you did however many albums with him, and he owned the publishing on them albums, but now you're a star. Now it's up to you to carry your own torch now because you got a name.
And then he blackballed you and you can't make no music.
Nah,
no
now who he
lyrics.
blackballed?
Everybody.
I ain't know nothing.
What artists outside the Locks? And they ain't really
Why
don't
would
count.
he blackball you?
Nobody made records.
That's a
after
low
Diddy.
ball move. Like,
Bro,
come on,
bro,
man.
nobody
You saying
made
he
records after
blackballing?
Diddy.
Now, do I believe he had people sign?
Yo,
this
bro,
contract
nobody
and
made no money after Diddy.
They didn't do shit after him. They didn't pursue
No,
anything.
man.
Who after Diddy pursued anything?
Carl Thomas.
Come on, yo. They
we
said
talking
they
Faith
couldn't.
Evans.
That's what I'm saying. Look it
What we
up tonight
talking
when you
about?
ain't doing nothing. They said they couldn't because after the deal fell off, Diddy shelved them for 7 years. By the time
The
they
band.
went somewhere, the back. Come on,
What
man.
happened to the band? Yeah.
Man was making
Oh,
niggas walk to Brooklyn for cheesecakes, bro. Come on,
I
Slick,
don't
bro.
believe it.
He was man. What? Come on, just look at it. Puff
I
Daddy.
don't believe that. I like Puff. man.
Now
don't
listen,
believe
I
it.
like Puff too, bro. But brother love, man, is brother love,
I
man.
mean, French then.
I think
French used
was,
he did his contract.
exactly.
He did his albums.
but French had something different, bro.
What he had
Before he got
something-
with
what he
Diddy.
had different.
He was popping before he got with Diddy. Diddy made a lot of them niggas hot. You can agree. The DVDs, French Montana had chopped him down. He had a lot of shit going on before he signed with Diddy. You get what I'm saying? French kind of was ahead of the game before he even inked. So remember, French was fucking with Maybach Music, Diddy, and a whole nother label. He had all types of crazy
Coke
deals
Boys,
going
I
on.
mean, yeah.
He had Coke Boys going on. He had Dirt. He had Chinks Drug. He had the
still
little
do got
Spanish
that.
nigga singing, but he took the hit with Chinks Drug. You know, Chinks was supposed to be next. You know what I mean? To hold the torch down for 5 years. But I just think French like you, if you go with Diddy and you have success, GGL Slick gonna make out because before Diddy, you had a catalog. Before Diddy, you had business going on. So when you walk in the office with Diddy, it's strictly business. You don't need Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna walk in there like, yo, my hand's thirsty. If you say no today, man, I'm still going back to doing what I'm doing. My kids ain't gonna stop eating if you say no. If you say yes, it gotta be done the correct way, right? You know what I mean? We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out like men in the contract. I think that was like French, but everybody else, I'm not just saying this, bro. This was some shit that I was watching on YouTube and on the internet and shit, and they were just saying,
you
hey,
can't
man.
believe all that shit though.
Nah, but it's facts after I did my research. You know, you ain't a man if you don't go
You
and
gotta
do your
peel
research.
Peel your own.
Yeah,
head,
so when I did my research, I'm like, damn, yo, Carl Thomas,
But you
bro.
know, a lot of
He supposed to still be around making big hits.
And maybe you right.
He was just singing. He was just singing.
You know, maybe you right, man.
Yeah,
but,
bro,
you know,
like a lot of artists that was out, you don't remember, look at Joel Santana, for instance. Hottest nigga ever. He just tell you, you know what I'm saying, bro, he dropped I Can't Feel My Face. They took it off the shelf. Joel Santana was supposed to be just as big as Lil Wayne because that was that class of artists and they was working together. And Joel's always went platinum. And he was with a big group just like Lil Wayne. He was with a group.
Personal opinion. Okay.
No. Juju was done after, you know, the whole Rockefeller breakup. No, this
Was
is
he a
fact.
Little Wayne? No.
No, what I'm saying is, listen, when Wayne dropped, right, and the
Could
Dipset
he
dropped.
connect like Wayne?
No, listen, remember, this is the Block is Hot Wayne. This is motherfucking
No,
Jewel
it's not.
Santana.
No, it's not.
No, I'm talking about when they first started. They are.
Wayne.
Yeah, when Jewel Santana first dropped.
Squad up, yeah, squad up.
Yeah. And this is Dipset Jewels.
Yeah, this.
So this is New York in the No, the Carter 2 went out yet.
500 degree Wayne, but the Carter 2, you know, that was his.
Yeah, the block is hot. Like this is block is hot. Lights out. 500 degrees Wayne. That's the three Waynes, and then that was the Jewel Santana when he dropped one major album.
Yeah, but
that wasn't plat.
Santana wasn't never on Shorty level.
No, I want to listen to what I'm saying, Slick. I ain't saying as far as the bars. I'm saying just the era come up. When Wayne and them, he came out of the Hot Boys. Jewel came out the Dipset. Wayne dropped Lights Out. Jewels was in the mode. Jewels was in his mode. What I'm saying is Jewels could have been just as big as Wayne if he kept going, because Jewels was hot as a bitch. He was young back then. He was younger, 5-6 years younger than Jimmy and them. You get what I'm saying? And he was super hot.
But what do you think that got to do with him? I mean, why didn't he keep going though?
That's what I'm trying to say. The blackball.
Who blackballed him?
What? Cam.
Cam blackballed him.
Cam.
Conspiracy theorist.
Right. I'm on my. What you say, Kenny?
Right. Yeah,
he never dropped.
This stuff that y'all talk about and the secrets of y'all own homes. Yeah, this stuff that y'all think about. And
Cam always said though. Cam had interviews said he never had an issue with like paying Jewel to let him out his contract. He did right by him, and I think whatever Jewels did from there, he got like hooked on lean or whatever he got into, and he couldn't continue. That was on him. I mean, legend says it. I mean, that's what they say.
Man, y'all niggas tripping, bro. That's what y'all niggas really believe that everybody
right. Yeah,
no, that ain't no goddamn right. Yes, don't ever do that with that fucking comment.
This one I'm gonna tell you, bro. A lot of times when you a go getter, right? A lot of times when you going after something in life,
nothing can stop you.
It's nothing that's gonna be able to stop that. Especially a motherfucker who giving you a platform. You know, how can he stop? He just opened up a platform to you. Now, yeah, he might want to reap all the money. He might was a greedy motherfucker, but nonetheless, he shared his spotlight with you. Now, it's up to you what you ready to do with that motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's like a motherfucker reposting you nowadays on Instagram that got 1 million followers. And now 100,000 motherfuckers tapped into your network and they following you. It's up to you now what you produce to keep their attention.
Facts.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you go down the pipe, then yeah, that shows that you was really relying on that motherfucker. So yeah, he probably rightfully do that motherfucker pay. Because, you know what I mean? Because he did all the motherfucking work, obviously.
So one thing you told me, you're a YouTuber. And listen, if you're looking at this, hit that notification button, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, and hashtag Hennessy, man, for this Hennessy, the glasses and everything they provide for us. And man, GGL Slick in the fucking building. And listen though, man, shout out to the content, man. Moody on the fucking boards, Kenny Fast on the building, Baltimore Kev in the building. Dino, what's good, man? Squad in the fucking building. South Baltimore legend in the building. So listen, I gotta ask you about this guy. And I know you see this guy. He's trending. Charleston motherfucking White.
Yeah.
I gotta get my Baltimore homeboy, my brother, GGL Slick. Because listen, let me tell you what I posted in the shade room. I bust out laughing at every beef he has, and I said, I'm glad I'm from Baltimore because we don't play like that. That's it. And so many people be laughing under it or like it. But I just said, we really don't play like that. A nigga not even going to get in a face fight with him over the internet. But Charleston White.
We was just talking about shit. Yeah, y'all a whole mess, man. It's like a whole lot with him. You know what I'm saying? He entertaining, I will say that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like lately, he distasteful. You know what I'm saying? It's real distasteful. And them type of jokers for real, you know, gonna get whatever come to him, bro. Because, you know, I don't mind me, you know, that's why I say this, yo, because on a serious note, you know, and he'd probably do a little work behind the scenes. That's what he said or whatever. Like
that's a fact, he'd do that.
Yeah. But, you know, if you do that behind the scenes, but then get a platform, you know, and build it up, you get it to where you at right now, and still continue, you know, to degrade, yo, and just just be disrespectful, yo, towards people in death. You know what I mean? Towards children. You know what I mean? And all of these people is black. You know, he done went public and publicly said, I hate niggas. I'm trying to get little niggas locked up. He said some little niggas was on his block. They look, you know, and it's funny and all that, but you got to look at the same time.
I ain't laughing.
This is an old man that's saying he perpetuates.
No, he only 45.
He perpetuating stereotypes and all that. He's saying I seen some niggas that look like they didn't belong in my neighborhood in a Cadillac or whatever the case may be. I called the police. And it's supposed to be a joke. You know, it's all funny until it's your little brother, one of them that's a nigga like him that they called the police on them and the police that came and harassed them because they down there talking to a girl smoking weed and somebody gets shot, handcuffed, or arrested, bro. That shit really be happening in real life. So, you know, I look at you know, that shit don't be a joke to me. You know what I mean? Because he joking about real issues that he's saying he a part of, you know, helping. You know what I mean? But when you in public, when you got your public platform, fuck what you just doing in your little town. When you got a voice across America, you use it to choose to degrade your own kind. To say, yeah, I'm working with the good old boys. I want to get with them white folk and get them niggas locked up. You know, and that's supposed to be, you know, funny. You know, he laughed me into the point of not being laughed because it's like, yo, you laughing at us at this point, bro. You a part of the problem. But you saying you're a part of the solution. You using your credibility. You using your little credits to say, I'm big enough to say these things and we supposed to go with it. Like, nah, bro, you going against the grain with that shit. This man went public just recently and talked about, you know, niggas' kids and shit, bro.
T.I. and Boosie, man.
Imagine if it was you, bro. Yeah. You know, they talking about your kid for what, bro? You know, kids doing kiddie shit.
Yo, T.I. told him come talk to his daddy. But I'm going to say this, you know, Charleston White, just doing some research on the coon. He, you know, he did 9 years in prison, you know, as a kid. But he was saying, though, like, one thing that I do know is his service to humanity in the area he from. He's definitely a motherfucker that's playing the internet game.
He racing that.
But on the, what the shit he doing, he, you know what I mean, he does a lot of, you know what I'm saying, whatever he be saying he doing. What makes him, he's saying his motive is this. He said he ain't never disrespect nobody first. And then he says, this is his excuse. He say, when did you, this is the way he try to rationalize with things. He's saying, if you was a killer and you had 10 bodies and I said, fuck you on national TV, what the fuck did I do wrong? He's a motherfucking killer. He's a gangster. Nobody don't give a fuck. He's saying, I ain't attacking.
Bro, listen to
me.
No,
I'm not with the nigga. I think he on some wild shit.
Let me just say this. If I was an Army cadet, right, I came back home with all the purple stars and all of that shit on my collar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are the white people that he's saying that he's aligning with. They're killers too.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is we talking about? You hating on your own people, yo, at the end of the motherfucking day,
Absolutely.
Nigga. Because you're going with a Eurocentric state of thinking of shit, my nigga. Mm-hmm. All that you a killer shit, yeah. I mean, you gotta be killed. It's kill or be killed out here. Yeah. You know what I mean? If we didn't have, just imagine if nobody had the balls to kill. Just imagine who the fuck do you run to when you little and all that? You going to Big Unc or Big Bro, one of them that can knock a nigga out. You going to a motherfucker that got enough balls that to stomp out the opposition, my nigga. The same way the police. I don't want a weak motherfucker. I want a motherfucker who willing to kill if he up against some shit that he need to kill.
That's a fact.
So, you know, when you talking all that shit, yo, kill, I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, some people got it ain't fair. Tupac said it best. Killing ain't fair. Somebody got to do it.
Yeah.
It ain't. Somebody got to do it. Motherfucker, if a motherfucker breaking your house today or tomorrow, who you want to be laying in the bed with you, motherfucker? Yep. A killer. A motherfucker who kill some shit. Who come up in there trying to hurt us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You ain't a bitch in the world that ain't trying to sleep with her. She trying to sleep with a motherfucker. She know going to protect her.
Yeah, that's a
fact.
Now,
we ain't talking maniacs and all that.
Yeah.
But you got some niggas out here that protected they block because you had some motherfuckers who was coming. Yo, it's life, my nigga. Yin and yang. Good and evil. That's a part of life.
Yeah.
You got some niggas out here that got evil ass spirits, and you got some niggas gonna have to kill their ass.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree with you. I think Charleston White is totally out of order.
Yo,
for me,
bitch.
it's like my facts. Facts. That's why I say I'm glad I'm from Baltimore, because nobody else is gonna play with him. Yeah, he's a cold-blooded bitch.
Speaking of Baltimore, man, I pulled up the numbers in 1977. Man, it was only 171 murders in Baltimore. Now it started to go up, man. From there, it went to like 199, 245, 216, 228. This is the 80s. As soon as the 80s started going up, that's when we was in the 200s pretty much. But it got live in 95. 95 was
that was the year. That was the year.
325 in 1995. The percentage of 100,000 people was like 47.6. So people was definitely down at a high rate during them times. But then, of course, it
died down through the Martin O'Malley era.
Yeah, it died down a little bit, but then, of course, in the 2000s, and also in 2018-19, we up in 350, 335.
But the last time we was at 3 something was in 95.
That's the high we came.
Yeah, and then it dropped. But before that, the when we was in
2015, it was 344. That was one of the highest we had.
And ever since then, it's been consistent.
300s, yeah. Pretty much.
So ever since Freddie Gray. Ever since Freddie Gray, bro.
It's been crazy. But yeah, though, I like your opinion on that, because I think the nigga Charleston White out of order, and I think that I understood at first, he was getting tough and he was leaning, but then when he started saying, man, he said some shit, it's like I just be laughing because I just know where I'm from. He'd get hurt. He said, man, he was talking to somebody, Bankroll Freddie or somebody, one of them artists in Yellow Beezy. He told that nigga, I'm gonna send people to your house. Y'all selling pills and shit.
What's cool about coming into the game disguised as
a good man,
as a community activist, and targeting young black men that's trying to get out of their situation, bro. You know what I mean? When you dealing with hip hop, you dealing with young niggas who, a lot of niggas, the niggas who rap ain't even complete school and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just got a gift for, he might trying to drive life with his swagger and his character and his charisma, his wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And you coming in and targeting these niggas. You saying, I hate rappers, and particularly, this is a black genre of music right here.
It's all
You're targeting this shit. You're targeting young black men. You're in disguise as an activist.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
You know what I'm saying? And now you're disguising it with a comedian. You're a comedian.
Yeah.
And we supposed to accept that, bro? That shit ain't cool, my nigga. If you really into your people and you really into what's going on.
Oh no, he out of order. He wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it where you from, right?
He a gangster. He deal with the real man. He just doing the online.
I don't believe none of that. He's macing
we supposed to accept that? Like, when we accept it just because it's online, we supposed to accept disrespect?
No.
Just because it's an online persona?
But,
like, come on, bro.
That's what, for me, what makes it fucked up for me is the clickbait. I do an honest podcast, and I'm just speaking, from the bottom. I do an honest podcast. I don't bring no men, no women, no children, anybody I ever interview. I don't bring them on my platform to play with, because at the end of the day, respect is a concept. It's earned, not given. You know what I mean? Nobody gonna give you shit. You have to earn it, and you don't always have to earn it violently. Yeah, a motherfucker had to see you a good person for me to put my bag down and run to the store. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, that I ain't grow up playing with people, so when I laugh at it, I just be like, damn, I'm living in a time, me and you, we the older guys in the room, we living in a time where this nigga getting hundreds of thousands of dollars more than what we really getting it honest, doing the bullshit to his people, and it saddens me that this house nigga coming out and doing this, and people glorify this and paying with their eyes. You know what I mean?
It go back to the original question that you had about Ye. And I was telling you, like, it's hard to really say, all this shit is a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all a money grab. You know, it's all a do what you gotta do type of situation.
But
with
niggas a joke to us because we real niggas, so we ain't even them niggas no way near us.
It's a joke to everybody because, you know, even we street niggas, so you know it might touch us more behind closed doors. They keep in the bullshit and we might think they won. So it's really a joke to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard to really place all this shit and go back to what I was saying. Yo, you just gotta keep moving. You just gotta take this shit as this what's going on. So like, you know what I mean? Like this what they doing. Like this what the fuck going on now. It's goofy.
So you come up in the music game of the era. You had a blessing, and you know Allah bless you to live through the era of radio and podcasting. Which one you like better, radio or podcast?
I like podcasts. It's more connected. You know what I'm saying? It's more connected, it's more organic. And it's more accessible for real. Like, you know, with podcasts, you don't gotta tune in right now. Like with radio, you had to be there at a certain time.
Yeah.
Or you missed out.
You missed out.
Podcast, you know, it live on.
It's a win. Yeah. So with that being said, like outside of, you know, Baltimore, you watch podcasts?
Yeah, I watch podcasts.
What's the ones you be fucking with?
I fuck with Flip.
Queen's Flip. Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
I can see you fucking with Flip on the move though. Cause Flip funny as a motherfucker, man. My favorite one when he ran in the pool with the nigga sneakers. I like sneakers, so I was like, yo, I know they was a replica, but I'd be like, bro, I know since Flip, if you'd ran in there with that boy sneakers and that chlorine like that, he'd slap shit out you. But I watch him come up. And he started out sort of like me interviewing crazy interviews, and I seen the way Flip made himself a brand.
Yeah, Flip, his personality. Yeah, I fuck with Flip. I fuck with $1 million worth of game, drink champs and shit.
What you like about $1 million worth of game?
They just relatable. They real relatable. Even like the conversation. Like I'm into good conversation. You know what I'm saying? So like they real relatable. The way that they conversate with the guests. You know what I'm saying? So I like that about them for real.
That's cool. And Drink Champs?
Drink Champs too. Like Drink Champs, Drink Champs probably my number one joint. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Me too, yo. We from that era.
I like what they created. And it ain't just that though. It's like the way that they do it, the way that it look, the way that it feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the top tier joint.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's top tier. It's like if you on there, it's like that's top tier. It look good. It feel good. The host is like A1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like what Nori doing. I like how he transitioned.
You know, I interviewed DJ EFN.
For real? Yeah, I like EFN too.
Bro, I thought I made it. Yes. He slipped. That was episode 17. You ain't doing nothing. Watch it.
That's what's
to this
up,
day, I'm connected with EFN.
That's what's up.
And you know what he told me? I asked him this. Man to man. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. We from Baltimore. You know we keep it 100. I said, bro, sign me. I like, bro, I'm an up and coming podcast, man. If y'all just put the engine with me, I got the DMV, and I can go to Connecticut to Virginia. I could lock down this market, and I'm not aiming at what y'all aiming at. And he told me, he said, you know, the people we fuck with, you know, and something, they need you to have 50,000.
Right.
So like every month, you know what I'm saying? I hit him, DJ FM. We went up on this. We went up on that. I sent him clips and shit, bro. And he always responds. I told him congratulations on the BET Award.
That's what's up.
He always respond. And I caught it. And this for anybody that's inspiring to do shit. He had 25,000 subscribers. And I remember Nori had 1 million at this time. And I said, yo, I'm going to jump in his DM because he got to see it. He only got 25,000 subscribers. That was my whole game plan. He doesn't have enough subscribers for the level that he on doing all these great interviews. So let me get it. Boom, hit me back. And I was like, man, I'm spying on podcast. Jordan, I was like, man, can I do an internship? And this ain't no dick riding shit. This is like just being a man about shit. Bro, I don't really know about this business. I know I got the cameras. I know I got the ambitions. Boy, you know, imagine you talking to EFN or even if you talking to Nori. these niggas legendary in what I'm trying to do. We ain't never been no niggas afraid to say, bruh, I don't want nothing from you, but I can learn from you. Just let me sit here and learn. Let me know what the board is. Let me know how to work with the phone. If I ain't got the cameras, let me learn. I don't want nothing from you. You get what I'm saying? So this is what he told me. Man, we don't really do internship. We don't do this. But look, man, I do your interview. They had some shit called Midnight Barbecue. They had some shit called Midnight Barbecue out in D.C., Slick. He invited me, Slick. I got to look at you and tell you this. He invited me, Slick. He gave me, I ain't even never had this, Slick. And I'm going to tell you, I never had this in my life, Slick. Fellas, I never had this in my life, what he did for me. He asked me how many niggas was with me. I told him 10. He said, man, I only can do about 4 unlimited. So I said, shit, the 2 cameraman, me, and my partner Kenny, the rest of the niggas just entourage. So he explained to him, we all got VIP exclusive passes. But me and 3 other niggas had like 4 other bands. Bruh, I ain't know, because I ain't from there, what these bands meant. Okay. These bands meant it was a Sizzle there. It was just a bunch of people that were superstars that I had the access to go in a dressing room as media. But I ain't know the shit. EFN broke it down to me like, man, you know, you could go anywhere. And I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? And I didn't use that opportunity. And I was like, damn, I couldn't interview him. He's like, look, man. He's like, you got the bands on. Look, just set your shit up right here. You can set it up anywhere. Once they look down at your wrist and see you got unlimited VIP access, he put me on Drink Champs guest list. Right, that's just when I said, can I get a round of applause for DJ EFN? Miami stand up. Shout out to the Columbia descendant. That's my man. That's my EFN story. And I ain't even gonna tell a Nori story how he treated us, bro. But so let you my man, bro.
What Nori do, yeah? What Nori do,
I'm not telling you. No.
What Nori do, man?
No, I need sponsors and I need the money. I can't
Shout out to Nori.
I can't tell you my DMX stories and I can't tell you certain stories until I get a little bit more, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. I gotta hold something in the bag, man.
Okay.
I'm getting older, man. So I gotta hold something in the bag. So Slick, what's going on with the shoe brand? Just give me the top three things that you focus on in the next month, and in the fourth quarter leading into next year. Give me a 6-month rollout.
The GGL sprinters for sure. We revamping, we reorganizing.
I love that name, by the way, bro.
Yeah, we trying to figure out different ways of distributing it on a larger scale. So that's really like on our 2023 list. The GGL runts.
Yes.
We trying to spread love with that. We trying to get into the to that market real heavy. You know what I'm saying? We got.
Hold up, man. I know the bags don't say what they say, because I'm telling you, the GGL runts are straight delicious. Top grade, holla at your boy. But I didn't know, because I grabbed a bag and I'm a fan, weed fan. I busted down and rolled up. I ain't do. But I'm reading the lyrics on the bag. What it say on the bag?
All the killers come from SLATER Road. Yeah. It's
I like
SLATER
that.
Road pack. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it was organic.
You got damn right. Yes.
With this, a fan had created the design. I sent it to my guy and had it pressed up. We already was in the works with the, so it just came together. We didn't know how, what type of graphic we was going to use. And it just so happened a random fan had grafted up a design. And it became the SLATER Road. The SLATER Road song was just so organic, and it connected with the people. A lot of people, and I wasn't so much surprised, but I was, because the song was like a personal song. It wasn't like,
I felt that.
It wasn't like a song where it was like, I'm trying to make it for everybody. It was just something that was on my mind, and I really was talking, our real tales or whatever that niggas that went through or whatever. But I think it was the beat. And I think it was just that it was so real.
Vibe,
yeah, that people connected to it. They knew I rolled it, the beat, and what I was saying was
What's the first thing when I jumped out the car I started doing?
Yeah, SLATER Road.
Yeah,
SLATER
I'm letting
Road.
you know, man. Listen, and I need a black truck joint.
Yeah. SLATER Road, man. That shit connected with the people, man. That put me back in mode, and that kind of give you an idea what the album gonna sound like. The album Friday.
SLATER Road going on the album?
Yeah, SLATER Road on the album. That's the first single. You know. Yeah, SLATER Road was the first single. The second single, I Need a Driver. Nah, man. You know that song's so personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so personal. It's like it's 2 verses, bro. I don't even like nowadays. You know, I don't really do 2 verses. Like, you know, a lot of songs is a verse. You know what I mean? That like this a 2-verse song, so it's already full. It's personal and it's organic. You know, you can't reduplicate. You can't remix that. You just gotta leave that motherfucker.
So the Infamous is more personal project.
The Infamous is personal. Yeah, it's like slick full circle. You know what I'm saying? If you follow my career, it's been, you know, this is my 7th in studio album. I did like other projects like mixtapes and shit, but this like my 7th in studio album.
Every last one I'm independent, done by GGL.
Every last one I'm independent. But this joint here is like slick full circle. It's like it incorporate, you know, everything that you heard throughout the years in one. You know, it's like a new, bigger, better, but it's still like that nostalgic feel. It's like you can tell, like you know, I'm tapped into the real rugged hip hop shit, the shit that I come up on, like the Cash Money, the No Limit. So like the production, like it give you that feel. You know, it give you that old No Limit, Cash Money type of feel. You know, and far as the lyrics, the music is like that raw slick. You know, it's back to that raw, that uncut slick, but it's a vibe, you know, like the SLATER Road. It's a vibe. It's like big boy vibes on that. You know what I mean? Like, and I wanted to really, this one, I wanted to do it, you know, it ain't too many niggas like me. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like street niggas that's still here, that's still relevant, that's doing it in a way that I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the father. You know what I'm saying? I know you got your guys that, you know, your D-boys and your like you say, your boss mans. It's a lot of
you got hip hop in the community.
Yeah, you got hip hop.
But you got your stance, like how Pusha T feel about his music and his art. He feel like he's just got that Coke boy flow that he would never let the world not digest that. That's
like when you talking Baltimore, you talking like trap music. Like I'm like the father. You know what I'm saying?
I could go with that.
Yeah,
I could go with that.
Like,
I could go with that.
I wanted to make sure I cement that with this album. So this album, it got like big boy vibes on there. Like you see that SLATER Road vibe. You know,
Any
I got
features?
another vibe. Like I said, it's back to the original vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's Skino, it's Tiggity, you know, it's Moose. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, it's back to the basics.
The most Leroy.
It's back to the original. Yeah, we got a nice little
Yeah. And Skeen, what's up with Skeen, man?
Skeen still laying it down. He playing his role. You know, you got some people, man, you know, like Skeen a team player.
I like that.
Yo, Skeen a team player. Like a lot of shit Skeen involved in behind the scenes. Like he never was in it for the hype. Like that never was his thing. You know what I'm saying? But he always in the pocket. You know, doing his part. You know what I mean? Playing his role in this whole bigger scheme of things. So even when you don't see him, like, you know, he
play a major part.
He play a big major part. Man,
I love that. So when is it dropping?
Friday, the 14th.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah, October 14th. It's going down. I promise you.
What's the next single?
The next single, BBL. Yeah, BBL.
I heard you saying something that on your story or something, or you was somewhere.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I would have sent it to you so you could play it. Like BBL, man. I'm trying to shout out to Cisco. I'm trying to get with Cisco because it's like we took like an excerpt out of like Thong Song.
Okay.
Like, you know, dumps in the butt.
Yeah.
She got thighs like what? But it's 2022, so she got a BBL.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this a hit.
I can see that. I already know where you're going with it. I already know where you're going with it. But the documentary.
Yeah. I'm working on a documentary now. I'm working on actually having it filmed. But it's a 10-year anniversary documentary. We've been 10 years in the game as a label and a brand. GGL even been LLC since 2012. So it's a 10-year anniversary on what we did, the impact that we've had on the game in Baltimore.
That's awesome.
You know, it's chronicled, like, because throughout the 10 years, like, I've been recording video and different audio and different interviews and shit like that I had, that I, you know, even a lot of shit that we had from 7-8 years ago, we took off of YouTube, you know, to include it in the documentary.
I think your best run was no bullshit.
Yeah.
I think your best run was when I seen you over DOC.
You seen me over DOC?
You don't even remember. You came in the bullpen. You just got grabbed. Yellow jumpsuit. I said, Slick, what's up? Looked out, said, what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
You said, yo, you had some warrants and shit.
Yeah, probably so.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, because I'm going to tell you, the videography, you were on the road. Yeah. You know what I mean? You were moving around. Yeah. And you were sending the camera crew or whoever. Come on, I need y'all to come down there, and you had some incredible videos.
All right. Yeah, I had Cans. Shout out to Cans. I had Cans running with me, yeah, and I was running around doing all of the South by Southwest, the CIAAs,
yes,
and all that shit.
Yeah, so your video and your video work was crazy.
Yeah,
so,
shout out to Cans.
I mean, I really appreciate you 100% Slick, and I really appreciate what you do. And you know what I'm saying? You give those kids and those artists hope coming out of, you know, your area. You know what I'm saying? Because you laid it down and you've been busy and you've been consistent. You know what I mean?
And it's the thing, and this is the difference, right? When we be talking about different motherfuckers, you gotta realize this, not to toot my own horn, but at the same time to toot it. A lot of niggas that been in the game, them niggas ain't relevant no more.
But I'm saying, when you say 10-year anniversary, honestly speaking, I feel like from the bottom of my heart, that's just starting.
Yeah, we
gotta get that first.
But
10.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta get that first 5 to 10.
Let's stop right now and just say this right now. How many niggas been 10 years in the game that's still relevant in the game in the city?
I can name
in this game. Name them. I'm name them.
Tech, 10 years.
That's it. That's it.
Let me
name
go.
another one. That's it.
Let me go.
That's the only nigga that.
But listen though. But listen, we took big losses,
man. And that's the only nigga who I shout out and salute.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Because he been consistently
Moose
working.
got 10 years.
Moose got
a strong 8,
bro. I've been working with him from the jump. You want me to show you the pictures?
Post it. What year the post-it drop?
You want me to show you the receipts?
I know. I'm a hip hop connoisseur. The Chirac joint.
2014, bro.
So I said a strong 8 going into 9. He got the strong 8. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we lost the legendary Scooter. You know what I mean? You lost people out your class.
I'm giving them that. Exactly.
You lost people that's out your class.
Exactly my point.
You know what I mean? People pass.
Exactly my point, bro. This shit gonna happen.
Yes.
And you gonna have some niggas that's still standing.
So that's why I don't feel like Infamous should be your Black album.
Well,
that's what I'm getting to, right? That can't be the Black album because you just planted your feet.
The Black album meaning, bro, you know, Slick bigger than that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Not that ain't saying that ain't the last. You still might get a long ass Khaled verse from Slick 5 years from now.
Okay.
On one of these little niggas albums.
Okay.
That's popping and rolling that they know that I done kept it trill with and assisted them in the way 5 years prior. So it's just that I'm playing my role, bro. Like, and I'm knowing what I'm doing out here. Like, and a lot of niggas don't know that. A lot of them niggas who should have been doing that ain't do that. They still chasing that. They still doing that. Step back, take your knowledge, and let's get to work, bro.
Yeah,
we need an industry. We building an industry.
Yes.
We need a P. Diddy. We need a QCP. Man, Ella was just in the car. We say we ready to build QC. We need execs and shit. We the niggas is ready to bust this bitch wide open, bro. Like, you gonna need a nigga like me. I done been through the motherfucking rain and dance and all that as an artist, bro. So I know what the fuck it is. And I wasn't just an artist, independent. Bro, we done sat in offices with these motherfuckers and, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We done negotiated different shit. We done seen these situations.
I've seen this shit early on through the early on vlogs and shit.
We done sat with these people at Universal and different little shit. We know what's going on. I done met your Irv Gotti's and your things of that nature. We done rub elbows and talk business with different people to the point where now we gotta bring that shit back home. And because that shit ain't happened. Mm-hmm. Like you said, nigga could have popped up in 2017. Them bitch ass niggas got me locked up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Nigga went to jail, had to sit for 2 years and fight all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Thanks to God, I went and had enough balls to take it to trial.
Round of applause for that.
Come on, my nigga. You know ain't too many niggas standing on this shit I'm standing on, bro. I'm that guy, bro. I'm really that guy.
I respect you as that guy. I wouldn't respect you no other way.
No, but see, the thing is, because I'm not, a lot of these niggas is popularized, you know what I mean? So they going around and they being real boastful about a lot of shit. Me, because the way I came up, I'm really, you know, a different type of dude.
But hold up, Slick, you can't say that. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna talk to you from a fan standpoint. When you think of GGL, Go Getter, Lifestyle, everywhere y'all went, y'all look nice. Everywhere y'all did, y'all presented yourself the right way. Y'all had the right videos. I seen you guys perform early on when it was just 60 backpack heads.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, let me finish. Yeah. And you carried yourself accordingly. I'm telling you, bro, that most of the time I don't recognize the recognition, bro. You not left out of the wall of success and grinders and beast modes. You get what I'm saying? Hey, hold up, because in the conversations in other rooms where, you know what I mean, you might hear about my podcast and, bro, your name is popped up in other rooms. You've been doing this shit so long, bro, that niggas respect you as an artist. And guess what? You make good enough goddamn music that if you don't like me as a person, you gotta respect these tracks. You gotta respect these music, and you earned that in Baltimore, and you couldn't get that, and you have the right to feel the way you feel because you couldn't get that if you didn't put that 5 to 10 year run in.
And I don't feel like, you know, I feel like we took it. I don't feel like it was supported and publicized in a way. What I'm saying is, when I was saying about the relevance thing is, when you talk about niggas from our era, bro, when you was talking about that era, I stand alone on that. It ain't a nigga from my era that you gonna talk about nowadays that's doing what I'm doing, bro, because a nigga got a certain perception of. So, you know, I don't get the recognition of breaking that barrier, bro. Like, I stand alone on that, bro. Like, even when you naming the YG Text now, like, these younger guys, bro, you know, that's their era. They supposed to be taking that motherfucker by the wings. Nigga, I come from a whole nother, where that shit wasn't even cool to do. I wasn't even letting niggas know I could rap, because that shit was some clown shit, because I was really a street.
So, but you was doing the radio and the rap shit on the radio before 2012, because you say...
Nah, I wasn't.
So that was in 2012. You was having a radio buzz and shit like that.
No, I ain't get a radio, and we did Master P in 2014. That was when I first started getting recognition. But I was rapping since 2012, 2011.
But I'm saying, when we seen you performing in like 2013, right across from the probation spot.
That was 2012, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, that was 12 when y'all did that show down there. So I'm just saying. So I'll go back. So he can't hit me with the shit.
No, listen, that was our second time ever performing.
So
that's when we started.
So now let me ask, who ain't lived through the era? Who don't know?
Yeah, you been there.
You get what I'm saying? What Steve jumped on, bitch ass niggas got your car, got your tax money, get that motherfucking car out the way. Y'all fucking up. I was there.
We pulled up in the Porsche, bro. You know, I had a Porsche Cayenne at the time.
Come on, man.
We came straight in the game like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on, man.
I'm just saying that to say, you know, it ain't too many niggas from that era, from my era, that's relevant in the game. And I'm just trying to show niggas. And, you know, I be giving a lot of niggas that's up in age, that's trying to, you know, that's doing music. They tell me all the time, you know, it's motivation, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Because this shit don't got no, This shit when it's organic. Me personally, I was the kid that had the posters on the wall. You know, I was the kid that had the Source magazine. You know, I was the kid that ripped the pages out and put the shit on the wall. You know, I was the kid that had all the hot street albums that was out. You know, so I always been a musical guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even with me making music, it might sound basic and street, but you know, I'm really into the music, and I think that come across with the people because I got real fans. They don't give a fuck if that shit played on the radio or not. When they know I drop that shit, they gonna go get that shit.
So out of the 6 albums you dropped, what would you say was the most successful album? What was the album that you made the most money off of?
I do good streaming wise, right? Mm-hmm. I got a lot of work, so I do good streaming wise. I can say what streamed the most far as song wise, but far as like album wise,
the whole project because you know on those streaming platforms, people get the chance to pick the song they listen to the most.
It's even in between. Everything Ain't for Everybody and Neighborhood Superstar. Neighborhood Superstar was probably my most successful album because it was my most set up album. Like, it was the album where I had Tony Austin as a manager at the time. I had recorded it all in my own personal studio with my own engineers and my own producers. At the time, I had the Timberland endorsement along with the album. I had my biggest single as to date, Some More, on that album. Yeah. You know, that did 40,000 in one day on World Star, and you know that shit up to almost 500,000 right now on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of big shit and a lot of. I was a rapper by then, so I was hip to doing it. So I put more promotion into that album. So that probably was my biggest album, Neighborhood Superstar.
Yeah, I like that. And give me your biggest show.
My biggest show.
Cause you was on the road, boy.
Yeah, I think my biggest show probably was the one with we did with Master P that time. Cause it was Master P, Boosie, and we had the Master P song out. Yeah, we was out of arena twice that year, but that was probably the biggest. Cause we had Master P, we had the song, we had a hit song.
Master P.
Yeah,
Ain't No Limit with Me. Yeah,
and Master P came down. That was a big ass moment for us because we grew up off of y'all. I recently just put the picture back up on my Instagram.
What is your favorite album?
My favorite album?
Master P.
My favorite Master P album?
Yeah.
Ghetto D.
Yeah. Make crack like this. Ghetto Dope. Hey, listen, you know my favorite song on that joint? This is for the players in the Cadillacs with the 10s and the 12s smoking in the back. Player. Yeah, Pete. And then my shit was that was on Last Dawn. I fucked with Ghetto Dope and Last Dawn. But yeah, Pete was a legend. But man, listen, man. I really appreciate your music. So when you hit that people don't know, I know. So this is what I gotta ask you. Far as our platform, because we're going into episode 200. Damn. Man to man, convict to convict, street nigga to street nigga, hip hop head to hip hop head. It's the first name basis. How do you feel about RawDope Podcast, and what do you think that we could take our platform?
I like what you doing, bro. You know, I always did. I like how tangible you are. Like, everybody personal with you. Everybody I meet is really, that's my
yeah.
You know, when they see like, all right, yo, like, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, you real you real personal. You know what I'm saying? So when they come across with the podcast, it come across real organic. I'm into organic shit.
And me too.
You know what I'm saying? It don't feel forced. You know, it's organic. It's raw. You know what I'm saying? It's raw dope. So it fit. The title fit. So, you know, I like what you're doing, and you know, it got bigger and better every time. You just moving forward, and like I said, man, I'm hoping, you know what I mean, that it keep moving forward. I'm hoping that it keep getting bigger and bigger because, you know, you ain't stopped. It's sort of like what I do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody giving us nothing, bro. We gotta take it, and you going out here and you taking it, you going and getting it.
And I just feel like, bruh, I'm gonna tell you what I feel like RawDope is, and I gotta share this with you. EFN seen my poster, right? Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, when I got into this, bro, I look up the Drink Champs. I'm not even gonna be no fake nigga, do no punk shit, but you see black and gold, and I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So the black and gold thing, I mean, ain't got nothing to do with our friendship, Slick. It don't have nothing to do with that, no. I'm just saying, so I didn't want him thinking that what it is, so I put the black, gold, and silver, you know what I mean, with our shit, you know what I'm saying, and we keep it like that. But, you know, when people say, you know, they feel like, you know, they're not a local podcast or nothing like this. I don't feel like my podcast is a local podcast. My podcast is a podcast that's stationary in the city of Baltimore County and Baltimore City. Okay? So the people that can get to me in one day are people from Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, maybe New York.
Let me ask you this. Do you listen to other artists from the neighborhood cities?
Hell yeah.
Let's say DC.
On the DC tip, I always like Shy Glizzy. I'm a Wale fan.
Other than mainstream.
I like the light show.
Artists.
I like the light show.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying that to say, do you think at some point you want to expand to doing artists outside of Baltimore?
Yeah, I interviewed Global Quan down Atlanta, interviewed EFN. It just was
I'm talking about like in the neighborhood cities. Like
my goal is
PGs, your Phillies,
All right, let me put it like this so you can get a clear understanding. I felt like, because we coming up on 200 episodes, we gave our blood, sweat, and tears, and we put in 200 episodes to bring, if you look me up in the dictionary, the first thing you're going to see is the hub of Baltimore. You're going to know this guy, this content creator is from Baltimore City, from the heart of Baltimore. He dedicated to people like him. That's why I call it RawDope Podcast, because RawDope fucked my family up. But RawDope Podcast gonna make my family better because it's the rawest and dopest interviews on the planet. I don't bring nobody in front of me to talk no fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. I speak from the heart. You understand? So with that being said, it's like this. I'm like, man, I want to interview everybody across the world, but in the beginning of anything, you got to take what you got in order to create. So I said, man, the quickest niggas I can get to, I can go on GGL Slick and hit his phone. I can hit Moves. I can hit this artist. I can hit Money Jake. And they hear, and then they're making a step. So then we said, bro, the goal is we got 8 more episodes going into 200. Now we say we going to focus on the DMV. But I'm trying to shoot 4 podcasts a week going in 2023. 4 podcasts a week, but every week you're going to get Baltimore. And then 2 days out the week, I might be in VA. I might be in New York. I might be in Connecticut. I might be in Boston.
I ain't going to lie to you. Once you really tap in, you got a lot of artists, just in globally Maryland alone.
Yeah, Maryland. Yeah, globally.
Outside of just Baltimore, bro.
So my next step is the DMV. I had Rose. What's that dude is? I had a couple artists from the DMV, but I just say the quickest thing I could do before I could reach out to you know what they say? You got to prepare yourself in the house before you can go outside. So I had to learn inside the house, which is Baltimore first. I had to connect with my people and make a pathway to get relationships with everybody that I love and I listen to let them know this is a hub and it's a home, like 88.9, because these other platforms and these radio stations not doing that. Now I'm in position that I got a bag behind me, which is 200 episodes. Now I feel comfortable tapping into DC, tapping in everywhere. You know why? Because Baltimore sent me off that way. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can explain it. My city sent me off that way, so now I can be a beast. Because guess what? You can't say, oh, this nigga made it big and forgot where he come from. No, I did that 200 shows. You know what I mean? So I look at the next 100 shows, man. I'm focused on DC, Virginia, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, goddamn New Jersey, because I know Newark, New Jersey. It's slept on Trenton, New Jersey. It's slept on Camden, New Jersey. It's slept on Chester, PA. Slept on Pittsburgh. Slept on Boston. Slept on Connecticut, Albany, New York, Syracuse. So I got in my mind, I got the blueprint written up. I listen to these niggas. All I got to do is go on YouTube, hottest artists in Syracuse. They gonna give me a list of the artists that's doing something in Syracuse or who got the most streams on it. So that's how I get down. So like you said, I might meet the artist. He might be the next big thing. And I said 15,000 subscribers on Instagram. Hey, bro, I'm trying to interview you. Man, yeah, but Baltimore too far. Nah, nigga, I'm here now. What can we set up at? So you know what I'm saying? We got plans to do that. So I'm on the road. My brother, shout out to Content Complex, Dino. He getting me locked in with Hennessy. So Hennessy, all this shit made by, what's the whole company called? Moet what?
Moet Hennessy.
So the company Moet Hennessy, so they do all this shit. So we getting little shit day by day. And like you say, Slick, you know firsthand. We got it from the bottom. Ain't nobody give us shit. We ain't suck no dick. We ain't kiss no ass. We work for it. So yeah, we locking in no fuck artists, shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. RawDope Podcast. So we ain't never do no phony shit. So yeah, going into episode 200, we plan on expanding and just getting out there to other artists. So man, once again, man, I always appreciate your conversation. And again, man, tell them where they can find you at on social media.
I'm at the Slickster 101.
And tell them what time that album drop on Friday.
Oh, man. Listen, man.
2 days.
Pre-order that joint right now. GGL Slick Infamous. It dropped Friday, really Thursday night at 12 a.m. But make sure you get that, man. I promise you it's a classic.
Hey, listen, man, tap in Friday, the infamous album on the way by GGL Slick, one of Baltimore's top independent artists. He been putting it down. Show some love. Follow him on all social media platforms. And if you're looking at this, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Shout out to the Content Complex for having us, man. This episode 192, RawDope Podcast, hand 5,000 GGL Slick, and we out of here.